It's a jam-packed sports weekend in Las Vegas, and we help you get started with Week 2 Athletes Unlimited action. Tonight's game is presented by Aspiration. We're in the thick of Week 2, Game 9 on the way. And first up, we've got Team Brown taking on Team Russell as we welcome you inside Athletes Unlimited Arena on site here in Las Vegas. Welcome upstairs to our broadcast booth. Joined by the basketball legend, the Hall of Famer, Cheryl Swoops. Greg Meskel here with you. We'll hear from Key Michael shortly. Cheryl, these teams looking to build off of Wednesday night. And we start first with Team Brown and looking to go 2-0. You love what Tiana Hawkins is doing as of late.
Absolutely. The thing I love about Athletes Unlimited is that on any given night, any player can step up for her team. Tiana Hawkins did exactly that the other night for Team Brown. I love everything that she brings. One of the toughest things to defend in transition is defending the post player who's trailing the play. Right here, Tiana Hawkins does a nice job of trailing the play. Taj Cole finds her, knocks down a three. Tiana Hawkins is a three-point getter. The other thing, this play right here, she finds Lexi Brown in the corner, dishes to her, steps out for a wide open three. Not only does she bring it offensively, defensively, Tiana Hawkins is that type of player you want on your team because you know she's going to always have your back as she's able to pull the charge here.
Now, one of Team Russell's best, Kelsey Mitchell, she has an important Team USA assignment coming up this weekend, so before she leaves, going to try and fill it up for the squad.
Oh, no doubt about that. Kelsey Mitchell was here an hour and a half before tip, and what that says to me is that she wants to remind people, just because I'm going to USA Basketball, doesn't mean I'm not going to leave you all with something.
Still work to be done here in Vegas for Mitchell. Team Russell looking for their first win here in Week 2.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball on FS2 is sponsored by Aspiration.
The cause that I am playing for is Viola House.
I'm playing for Girl Rising,
One Love Foundation,
Athletes for Justice, the L Train Memorial,
Gigi's Playhouse.
My athlete cause is Interaction.
Shaquille O'Neal Foundation.
I'm playing for the KL Cancer Fund.
Lone Survivor Foundation.
I'm playing for the Shining Stars Sports Academy.
The Guthrie Jackson Charitable Foundation.
Mama Cita Sports Foundation.
The cause that I am playing for is the NAACP Legal Defense Fund.
Athlete cause is such an important and wonderful part here of Athletes Unlimited as we are closing in on tip time. Team Brown and Team Russell, the first of two tonight from Athletes Unlimited Arena. And if you're not familiar, here's a look at our scoring system. If you know plus minus from hockey, wins against replacement in baseball, this is next level here for basketball, Cheryl. Everything you do or maybe don't do well on the court, it counts.
Yeah, not only is it about plus and minus, it's about understanding where you rank on that leaderboard.
And who is understanding the assignment so far? Natasha Cloud, over 2,000 points. That's a combo of excellent basketball and winning basketball, and she leads the charge. And you see Lexi Brown, who we'll see coming up right on her heels. And we are set to get things going. Team Lexi Brown in the orange, Team Mercedes Russell in the purple. And we are underway, the first of two tonight here. The crew of Dean, Taylor, and Gerber, your officials in this one. And it'll be Amani McGee Stafford to get things started. Cole, able to put it in. So immediately, Brown getting on the board. And then it's Taj Cole, a layup on one end, and then the takeaway.
Taj Cole wants to also make sure that she reminds Kelsey Mitchell, you may be leaving, I'm staying, and this is what I want you to take with you.
No doubt about it. Here's Carson now, turn and face. Nicely done. Essence Carson in a groove right now.
Yeah, last week, Essence Carson, I thought, played well, and the other night for Team Brown, she really stepped up offensively, had 15 points, and as you said, I think she's just finding her rhythm.
And that zone, so to speak, trying to build off of it after some strong moves on Wednesday. As we look at the starting group, I told you about Taj Cole and Essence Carson, the rest of the five here for Team Brown. As Hawkins, that three-point threat, bottled up for the moment. Long triple try, off the side rim and away. And Team Russell still looking for their first bucket. Early stages here as we look at that Team Russell starting group, and Sydney Colson talking to the crowd beforehand tonight as we have a turnover and takeaway. More on that, but first on this end, layup just off the mark, rebound Russell. But Colson talking about how this squad, this Team Russell team, has to start better. They finished well, need to start better.
Well, and I think a lot of that is Mimi Jackson knocks down the trade. That's what she's going to bring for Team Russell tonight. But I think the other thing is it's an adjustment. You know, it was the first game, new team on Wednesday night, so you have to get used to playing with new players and finding that chemistry. And I do look for them to do that tonight.
Team Russell coming off of the loss to Team Cloud as McGee Stafford is long, 105-94, but they did win the fourth quarter, so picked up some points there but lost the game.
Yeah, here in Athletes Unlimited, I don't care what the score is, no team is ever out of it.
There's no doubt. We've seen with some double overtime contest, anyone is able to come back as Russell picks the pocket. On the move now. Down the lane, too strong, and we'll get a whistle and a block down low before Russell can try and finish on the second attempt as Hawkins is the guilty party.
I was hoping that was going to be a charge. She was going to make me look so good, Greg.
Did an excellent job drawing charges the other night. So we'll get some free throws here for Mercedes Russell.
Mercedes Russell at the line for 2 shots.
Team Brown coming off the win over Team Harrison, 83-76. They won all 4 quarters in that one. A tie in the third carried over to the fourth and the finish. Russell missing on the first, and now let's welcome in the third member of our team down on the court, Key Michael.
Hi guys, I'm down here courtside with Becca Juan Taylor, and one of the coolest parts of my job is I get to just tap you guys on the shoulder and say, hey, Kate, come get on the key cam. So your family is here today.
Yep.
They just flew in from?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and how cool is it just having, I know your daughter is here, your husband is here, you get to have family time all the time, but what's it like having them here in the stands?
I mean, it's meant so much to me. I mean, this is, my husband's side of the family came in from Pittsburgh, so they're here now, but the first week my parents were here and my brother and his son surprised me here, so I mean, I'm so grateful for the support and that they can be here to experience this too. So
it's a family affair, and just having the kids in the hotel, we talk about this a little bit, there's a lot of moms here in the bubble. I want to say in the bubble. It's not really a bubble.
Yeah.
But what's the kind of support been like from the fellow moms? Do you guys kind of see each other in the hallways of the hotel and kind of like fist bump? You're like, I know you didn't sleep last night, neither did I.
Yeah. So my daughter JoJo, she's a COVID baby. So like she's gotten more interaction here with kids than she has her whole life, which has been awesome. And we help each other out if one of us has practice and needs help. I mean, it's been great. We've set up little play dates, and I mean, it's been really awesome.
And also one of the coolest things is that you kind of just came in from soccer, right? You played basketball, and then you were a soccer player, and now you're back to basketball. What's that transition been like, sort of like flip-flopping sports?
Well, so I stopped playing soccer in college, so it's been 8 years since I've played either competitively, so it's actually been a while since I've played soccer, but I've been playing in leagues locally, men's leagues for basketball, so really basketball's been what I've been playing, so.
And your body's holding up.
Yeah, doing great.
Awesome. Well, get back on there in the field.
Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right,
excellent, good stuff, Key in the key cam. Definitely a family affair. That is the energy here in Athletes Unlimited as Team Russell went on a 6-0 spurt there, only to see Taj Cole stop the run and got ourselves a game early here, Cheryl, 6-all.
Well, as you said earlier, Team Russell coming off of a loss, looking for that first win, and I think putting Nikki Green in that starting lineup, I think will be huge for them as she's coming off of a double-double with 13 points and 11 boards.
Meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell hitting from downtown, 17 points. Last time out, she was the MVP 2 pick. A miscommunication there, looking for the backdoor cut for Lexi Brown.
I just, having seen Kelsey Mitchell play a lot in the W and just not being able to really, she's still stroking it, but not being able to really get in her groove, it just makes me wonder how much that mask she's wearing is really affecting her shot.
Yeah, had the broken nose, had to have surgery, and some people take to it very well. Others, it really is a hindrance on their game and their flow.
Well, Sue Bird tends to love them.
There you go.
Sorry, Subi.
Hook shot there for Russell, no good. And Team Brown on the move. It's a 9-6 lead for Russell. Here's Cole. She's gotten off to a good start, facing pressure on a switch. Shot clock to 10. It's Cole's chance. That's an air ball, unable to draw a rim from the outside.
I would just love to see, and this is with both teams, I would love to see more spacing. I can't even necessarily say run a set offense because, again, they don't have that much time to work on set plays. So you're just really going off of your athleticism a lot. But I would love to see both teams have a little bit more spacing and just a little bit more movement versus just standing still a lot.
And that might have been the idea that team facilitator Pokey Chapman was trying to share. You could see she was offering some thoughts to Team Brown as the jump shot there is a little long and a battle for it, and Lexi Brown emerges.
Yeah, because even if you can't put in set plays, you can always run a little give and go. You can always run a little weave action just to get some movement and make the defense have to rotate to defend you.
And you saw some movement there. It allowed McGee Stafford to get free for an easy 2. So 1-point game, 9-8 Team Russell. Juster couldn't hang on that rebound as we have our first time out on the floor. Good back and forth here to start a run on both sides. They're competitors, but next week they might be teammates. Mitchell finishing in close.
Tosh Cole, have yourself a day.
My why is my family. I play really, really hard for them. I even sacrificed my career, taking a year off just to make sure they're okay. Lost my grandmother, lost my sister, kind of had to take over my family's business, coaching and helping out at home for my family. So family means a lot to me, and I'm excited to be able to, get back to what I'm doing. That's also my why, myself. So just getting back to playing.
And Taj Cole, a story you can't help but love here in Athletes Unlimited, signing a training camp deal for the WNBA and having to take that basketball layoff. And the joy from all these players that she's getting a bigger opportunity after AU as well is just, it's everywhere.
I mean, I did get teary-eyed just listening to that package. She's such a great human. She's a great person, and I would love anything more than to see her be able to make a WNBA team with the Connecticut Sun, because if anybody deserves it, she deserves it.
We've got more with Taj Cole coming up at the half. I love how Courtney Williams called her a humble killer the other day.
I loved it. No. It was a humble killer.
Yes.
K-I-L-L-A.
You are correct.
That meant something. And coming from Courtney Williams, they remind me a lot of each other.
3 ball off the mark. High praise. Turnover here. McGee Stafford onto the court, but Russell gets it back. Unable to hit, and Hearn now on the move. More than halfway through this first quarter, Team Russell ahead of Team Brown, 12-10. Remember, points at stake with every quarter, and everyone that was part of the winning team for each quarter, they earn those points, and so a valuable 50 at stake here.
That's a nice little pick, dive. She just couldn't finish.
Shot clock winding down, having to go for it, and excellent work, Rebecca Harris, tiptoeing along the baseline to keep this one in action. As we mentioned, these points accumulate, and the color is representative of what jersey the athletes are wearing this week, as we know the squads get redrafted every Sunday. Custer breaks free, turns and hits.
Rebecca Custer had a nice first week of Athletes Unlimited basketball. She could be a big part for Team Brown tonight also.
And right on cue, you saw there on our leaderboard, Cheryl, a little +5 as that made bucket adds to her overall tally as she'll try and climb the list.
Offensively, it's just the teams seem a little stagnant, just trying, you're trying to play, but you're also trying, as you saw Cole trying to direct Imani McGee Stafford where to go.
That one just off the mark. She was looking for a foul, but meanwhile, Mitchell has other ideas and can't get that to go with the lefty scoop, and now Cole is fouled as she looks to work it up court. And all these teams, before the games in the morning, they come to the arena here. They have an hour shoot-around practice, and watching some of them earlier today, it's not just getting shots up, right? They're working on those things you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's serious. You know, at the end of the day, they're all competitors, and even though there's a draft and things change from week to week, from day to day almost, you know, it's still, they're athletes, they're competitive, they want to win. So when they come out to shoot around or when they come out for practice, they're serious about figuring out what we have to do to win ball games. What's our strategy? What do we need to change to make sure we're able to come out with a W tonight?
And it's fun to watch the captains really take ownership and leadership, right? There are no coaches, there are facilitators. Beautiful backdoor Hawkins.
You know, and even though you don't have that much time to practice, when you have some veteran players on the floor, as that last play with Carson and Hawkins, that's just simple basketball. You screen, if your man takes me, you roll, dive to the basket, nice easy layup.
And players at this level, right, Cheryl, there's a couple of moves everyone knows how to do. Good look, Colson all day. Got it to go. Sydney Colson, good from long range.
And that is another one of those vets of Athletes Unlimited, Sydney Colson.
Former NCAA champ at Texas A&M and played here in Las Vegas with the Aces. Good follow, Hawkins, right place, right time, cleared the glass and hits.
Offensive rebound plus a layup, 20 points.
Oh, and a takeaway. Stepping in the passing lane, Lexi Brown. She'll have the steal, so that's plus points for her and negative on the turnover for Team Russell. As Brown, she'll probe the defense. Good kick, baseline jump, counted, and the foul. Custer hits.
Just great basketball. Lexi Brown did a nice job of freezing the defense. Custer's woman comes over to help. Nice and one. It's great basketball. Simple basketball.
And now potential three-point play for Jessica Custer, getting some additional playing time here. And able to knock that down, pushing Team Brown in front, 19-15. Meanwhile, Mitchell for three. Can't answer. And last touch will stay down here.
I could be wrong. I am going to go out on a limb and say that mask is affecting Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, that shot, it's spot on, even though it didn't go in. But her stroke from deep is just beautiful.
What do you think is the biggest problem with wearing one of those when it comes to taking a long-range shot?
I think just like your vision. I think, first of all, it just affects your vision, your depth perception, and it's annoying.
Oh, Russell.
One of the biggest things.
Going to work, and Mitchell happy to see Mercedes Russell. As we're taking a look at social media, checking in. Just W Sports. It is Friday. It is time for AU Hoops. So much good energy on social media around this league. Good look, Cole, backdoor.
Not only, it's usually the point guard making that pass to her big girl or her wing, but that time Custer said, I got you. Give it to me as Harris knocks down the three at the buzzer.
That's how this first quarter ends. Long range, Rebecca Harris hitting, and so a beautiful layup on one end, but Rebecca Harris not wasting any time, loads it up from deep, and we've got ourselves a good one. 21-20, the score after one, so we'll get a good look here at the beautiful backdoor cut, and then Cheryl, this will come down the other end, a three, but not enough to earn those 50 points.
Well, Rebecca Harris realizes the time is running down. She just steps right in and knocks down the three, able to bring Team Russell down by one.
Hey, you want her? You want me to get Mimi? I mean, Kiki?
Checking in for Team Russell,
Yeah,
number 15, Rebecca.
Oh, yeah. We're going to live with that. We're going to live with that. Yeah, they arguing. Stay frustrated. That's a foul! And one! Grab my hand. Good pass, Kelsey!
Well, no shortage of confidence for Mimi Jackson. Love to hear her thoughts from on the court.
I mean, I'll say this for all the Lady Vols fans. She's a Lady Vol. Do you expect anything differently?
Not at all, not at all. I like when she noticed the other team was frustrated and trying to use it to motivate her squad as well.
Absolutely, that's what you do. When you can see the frustration or you have a team down, you got to make the most of it.
Meanwhile, Team Russell goes inside to the namesake, Mercedes Russell. She'll draw the foul and get a chance to go to the line. Lexi Brown's squad, they win quarter number 1, 50 points all around. And for Lexi Brown and Taj Cole, they know how to take care of business when it comes to claiming quarter points. They've now won or tied 7 straight quarters as Russell will head to the line. First one is good for Russell. Well, fans, I want to tell you a bit about the Unlimited Club. Joining the Unlimited Club will enable you to stay connected with Athletes Unlimited all year long. With 4 membership levels to choose from, starting at free, there's something for everyone. You can sign up today by downloading the Athletes Unlimited app, available in the Google Play and Apple app stores, or go to auprosports.com for more information. Second quarter action here. Cheryl Suits, Greg Meskel, Team Russell, Team Brown on a good one. Russell good on 2 free throws. They edge back in front by 1. Hawkins for 3. That's good. Continues to hit from beyond the arc.
Beautiful stroke. Thank you, Tiana, for making me at least sound like I know what I'm talking about.
As long as she's validating your opinion, Cheryl, this is a good night.
It's not that she doesn't have a low post game, but when I look at the 2 post players on the floor for Team Russell, Hawkins' advantage is probably more so on the perimeter versus on the block.
Colson going high off the glass to hit, and that'll bring her up the leaderboard just a bit. Good post, and right on cue. It's how prophetic. You talk about her post game, and she goes right down to the block.
I mean, Sydney Colson, I loved her when she played for the Aces. I love her with Athletes Unlimited. She said, big girl, just because you're standing there does not mean I can't finish.
Sydney Colson just 5'8", not deterred.
Yeah, on that last play with Tiana Hawkins posting up, if Taj Cole would have just taken another dribble towards the baseline, she would have had a better angle to get the ball to Tiana Hawkins on the block.
3-pointer not there for Custer. Mimi Jackson full head of steam. They've looked to work for Russell now as of late. She has the size advantage over the defender, Carson, and gets the friendly roll.
I mean, it went in, but she made that a lot tougher than it had to be with Essence Carson on her. If she would have just turned back around over her right shoulder, easy layup.
Maybe a little more patience there.
Well, I think she was shocked that she had Essence Carson on her on the low block and no double team came.
Kick out for 3. All net, Mimi Jackson filling it up from distance. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. We talked about it, a little feeling out process in quarter 1. Now you get a sense these teams are figuring out what to do.
And it's basketball, but it's easy for that to happen. I mean, I love to see the smile on Mimi Jackson's face. Come down wide open, splash.
And welcome back as we take a look here at some recent action. Cheryl, what are we seeing here?
I mean, Rebecca Custer does a nice job of penetrating, getting into the paint. She does a nice job of penetrating, getting into the paint. Nikki Green realizes that her player is beat. She steps in to help. Tiana Hawkins steps up, steps in, wide open 3. Custer, nice pass. She drops it for a 3.
Good stuff, and another Hawkins 3, a familiar sight as of late here in Las Vegas as Tiana Hawkins has found her shot from distance. And threes in Athletes Unlimited, they mean trees. For every three-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is planting 10 trees. Heading to this week, 850 trees have been committed to being planted this season thanks to Aspiration's support. 8:08 to play, second quarter. Drive from Cole. Good ball movement. Had a couple of looks, decided against it. Now work down low from McGee Stafford. Shot clock to 10.
Offensively, Orange is, the paint is just congested, so there's really nowhere for the guards to penetrate. Post players can't make their moves. They have to get more spacing offensively.
Good ball movement down the other end. Nikki Green, the beneficiary. And now let's welcome in Air Hearn from Team Brown. Air, thanks for joining us. Tell us about that first quarter and how you're trying to battle back now against Team Russell.
I think everything is just within ourselves that we just talked about, us being like a step late on offense and defense, and everything we said, you know, like not letting Mimi getting threes, you know, she's getting those. We just got to focus. We just got to lock in more on defense.
Yeah, Eric, to your point, Mimi Jackson, I think everybody knows what her strength is, which is shooting threes. And when she's coming down in transition, you guys, how do you find her in transition and make sure she doesn't get those wide open threes?
We just have to put our heads on the swivel and look. Just have to know our personnel. You know, as soon as the ball goes up and we don't have the offensive rebound, we got to find her and Kelsey, because they are very much threats on the offense as soon as they cross half court. So we just got to do a better job of locating her.
And then how difficult is it switching teams every week, having to make quick adjustments?
Difficulties, I would say it's not too difficult now because we kind of know each other playing-wise. I would say just building the chemistry. We have Monday, Tuesday practice to kind of really gel together, get our plays together, and, you know our personnel. And then, Wednesday is game time. Thursday we got another day, and Friday, Saturday is game day. So it's just the chemistry.
Excellent, Air
Yes,
Hearn,
sir.
as your team finishes
Yes,
off
sir.
with this break. Air Hearn, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the game.
I love it. Air Hearn stopping by right off the bench. One of the many fun features here from Athletes Unlimited. And she loved what she saw there in the fast break, Cheryl, because it slowed down a bit of this run that Team Russell's been on. Team Russell had ripped off a 12-3 run from late in the first quarter into this second quarter. Ahead now 33-30.
Well, that's something that Team Russell, and Mercedes Russell has been captain twice now. That's something her team has always done. No matter what the score is, they're going to always find a way to get back in the game.
And as they get back in the game, Team Brown finding a way to surge to a tie as Taj Cole. Some excellent ball movement, knocks down the three. Nothing there on this end for Mitchell. And now Brown with a chance to go back in front. Cole, a repeat opportunity, can't get it to go, and then bumped as she tries to track down the offensive rebound. A tie-up with Rebecca Harris.
Yeah, I think that's both teams, but especially Team Brown. I think that's their biggest strength, is just getting out in transition. As you can see, Taj Cole to Lexi Brown, back to Taj Cole for two.
And we talked about teams gelling and meshing, and what you saw there, that's the 2-on-1 drill everyone's had to run since the earliest days of basketball. Some of this stuff is just muscle memory, right?
Absolutely, and again, it doesn't matter if you know each other or not, no matter how many practices you've had. A 2-on-1 is simple basketball. And Tiana Hawkins finishing at the rim is things that Tiana Hawkins can do.
Yeah, nothing simple about that one. That was one on everybody, and Hawkins able to hit. Look at the spin for Green, and hits off the window.
And Nikki Green is continuing where she left off on Wednesday night, just playing some great basketball. Nice move on the low block, getting by Monty McGee Stafford.
A whistle comes in as Cole lost the handle. Just at about the 5-minute mark, so we'll have a timeout coming up here soon in second quarter action. Team Brown will welcome on Kiki Harrigan. Don't forget, these teams, they get redrafted every week. You want to join in the conversation to see how these squads shape out. Join us for the weekly draft on Sunday throughout the season on Facebook and YouTube, 3 p.m. Eastern. Follow us at AU Pro Sports and let us know who your #1 draft pick would be.
You know, I remember just listening to some of the players when they were talking about going into the draft, how exciting it is for them to sit there not knowing when their names are going to get called, because for a lot of these ladies, they've never had that experience of being a part of a draft. And I know for me personally, just being able to watch the draft and listen to the draft, I get excited for them.
What defense from Kelsey Mitchell, suffocating to force the turnover. And you're right. Many athletes here, maybe they didn't get their name called in the WNBA draft. They're getting an opportunity here with AU Hoops. So we look at our leaderboard once again. We'll see Cloud in our second matchup tonight, currently in the #1 spot. Here's Colson, running out of time, running into defense, somehow gets a shot off, can't get it to go, didn't hit the rim, and a shot clock violation. And so for all the offense, the last 2 times down, excellent defense.
Well, great defense, but at the same time, if there's not a lot of movement offensively, you don't have to work that hard on defense. I would love to see Team Russell get Russell involved with some pick and rolls, or even Green, get Green involved with pick and rolls. If you get to a point where you just don't know what you want to run, just spread the floor. Run a little weave action. Run a high ball screen with Russell or Green or in a 2-man game. Just get some movement going offensively.
And we saw Team Russell focus on those post-up opportunities, but more than one way to get Mercedes in the mix. Nearing the 4-minute mark here, second quarter, only a 1-point difference in this quarter, so 50 points still very much up for grabs. The shot clock is winding down. Nothing there, but Hawkins in the mix to try and corral that rebound. She thought about a 3.
How dare you not shoot that, Tiana?
Now 6 seconds left. It'll be Cole's chance. Fouled and one! A potential 4-point play for Taj Cole.
Okay, a little bit. She said, Tiana, I'm not going to pass it up.
Didn't have much time.
Well, shot clock's running down, and she recognizes it. Lexi does a nice job of penetrating. Dish to Cole. 3 and 1.
And here's Cole to the line out of Virginia Tech. And does complete that 4-point play. Had an excellent week 1 here in Athletes Unlimited, averaging just under 20 points per game. Earned an MVP 1 honor along the way, and looking to build off of that. Look at these numbers already, 17 points quick.
Wow.
And takeaway. Brown now up 4. The tables continue to turn. Harrigan for 3, that's off the mark. That would have gotten the Team Brown bench on their feet as they have battled back here after it was Team Russell taking control.
And Kiki Harrigan is another one of those post players for Team Brown that you have to locate her in transition. Just like Tiana Hawkins does a nice job of running the lane and trailing on the post, Kiki Harrigan is going to do the exact same thing.
Good look there at the Team Brown bench, and Monty McGee-Stafford and Essence Carson getting a breather. And we'll get a foul on the perimeter as Kelsey Mitchell was looking to go to work.
Fouls on Team Brown's number 14, Taj Cole. That's her second.
Against Cole. Kelsey Mitchell, we told you, played Wednesday, played tonight, then off to a Team USA training camp as they gear up for FIBA competition. Russell out high, baseline jumper. That's off the mark, a little long on that attempt. It's TK Larry coming on and getting her first jump shot try. Here's Brown now.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Custer blocked. Couldn't finish the first time, and Nikki Green would not allow a second opportunity. Here's Mitchell now. Hesitation, the scoop off the window.
Kelsey.
Pretty stuff.
No, Kelsey. She said, if the 3 is not going to fall, let me try something different.
Kelsey Mitchell is just a flat-out hooper. I mean, they named the court back in our old rec center after her. That's how you know you've been putting in work for a long time.
Right?
Cole the air ball.
That's a special honor.
It's the Kelsey Mitchell court at the Woodlawn Recreational Center in Ohio. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Cole doesn't come up with anything there. Second look here.
Kelsey Brown, nice little hesitation. Big girl on her. Nice job. Oh, Custer, you have got to be able to finish that for me.
Custer will look back at that one and just shake her head. Everything but the finish.
You know, sometimes you're so wide open.
You can't believe it.
No, it's like, and then you miss it and say, did I just miss that wide open layup? I don't care that she missed it. That was a nice pass by Lexi.
Fortunately, will not count for any points here. There was no assist to be had. Russell nearly bumped off her position. Cole in hot pursuit of Mitchell. Meanwhile, Hearn, good roll to Russell. Foul line floater not there as we're under the 2-minute mark here in the first half. 50 points still up for grabs. Team Brown now is pushed ahead by 1 in this quarter. They lead by 2 overall.
See, I would love to see Tiana Hawkins come and set a ball screen for Lexi Brown right here instead of everyone just standing.
Yeah, the clear out, the captain, and she's bumped off her position in frustration for Mimi Jackson. Let's head down to the Key Cam and Key.
No, it's a foul. It's a foul. No, Sadie, no. Sadie! No, we don't need to.
I'm here with Sydney Colson, and she's mid-communication to the team. My gosh, it's heated out there. But I have a couple of questions for you. First of all, yesterday was our staff basketball game, and you were the key cam. What was it like just grabbing players mid-match?
It was awesome. I was trying to infuse a different style of vlogging. You see, you don't get out there and actually run with us on the court. I decided to get out there and get in the action. So right after somebody scores, I'm running back with them in the way of the whole game, but getting that interview right there.
Mid-action. So that's what you were saying. I'm not doing enough. Not only am I grabbing you from the bench, I gotta get out there and grab you while you have the ball in your hand.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to call you out, but you asked the question, and so that led me to have to say something about it. You know, I wasn't gonna leave it alone.
I mean, I knew I was gonna be laughing during this interview. If you guys don't know, Sid is actually a stand-up comedian, so definitely go check out her. Check out anything on the web.
Oh no, I know.
A joke like right off the bat. What's your funniest bit?
Want to hear a potassium joke?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, stop! She just mic drops and walks away. I love it. I love it. All right, well, we'll let you get back out there because it's pretty heated. But thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
That's classic.
Oh my God.
What can't Sydney do here? Stand-up comedian, basketball player, providing advice for Key.
If you do not follow Sid Colson on social media, you are missing out on tons of laughs. She is hilarious. I can't tell jokes, but I might try and steal that potassium one, I guess.
We have a stoppage here as it looks like there's blood on Kelsey Mitchell's jersey. And so we will step aside. 1:32 to play, first half. Team Brown ahead by 4. Here's a look at score by quarter. Extra important because 50 points are on the line each quarter. And so Team Brown and everyone on that squad earned 50, and they are closing in on 50 more, trying to take the edge going into halftime. Hearn, other ideas. Not there from 3. Good hustle from Rebecca Harris. Sorry, that was Mimi Jackson trying from the outside and couldn't get it to go.
Team Brown with a 4-point lead in the game, a 3-point lead in the second quarter.
Here's Cole. Started hot, 6 of 7, tailing off a little bit, one of her last 4, but still an excellent first half for Taj Cole as we near the 1-minute mark. Brown steps back. The captain knocks down a long-range triple.
Yeah, it's a matter of time before Lexi Brown gets going.
WNBA champion with the Sky. Here's a pick and roll. Russell turned back. Carson stepping in front to knock that away.
Did she block that, or did Russell lose it?
Initially, it looked like a block, or at least a deflection. She stepped in front to knock it out of her hand. We'll have to get a second look there.
Because it can either be plus points or minus points.
I like where your head's at. We need to figure out the math on this. That's off the mark. Mitchell right down the lane, scooping and not there. Shot clock is off. Final 20 seconds here of this first half, and it looks as if Team Brown is on their way to another 50 points as they'll take the lead into halftime, and they will take the second quarter victory as well. After Russell had surged ahead Brown is back in business. 3 seconds left. Lexi Brown, step back triple. No good, and that's all for this second quarter. Team Brown fends off Team Russell, looking to go 2-0 here in week 2. Cheryl doing it on both ends of the court.
Mercedes Russell, you gotta go up stronger than that. No, no block.
What do you call, steal?
That's a steal.
It's a steal. Here's our score by quarter to confirm 50 points to everyone in orange yet again. Team Brown back-to-back quarter wins. They're ahead 44-37. Excellent start for Taj Cole. Team Russell got it rolling, but not before Team Brown could have the last word to take the lead into half.
Hey, is the lighting good?
Oh yeah, let's get the whole. You're right. Izzy, so last week you were the first pick. This time you were captain. Talk to me about sitting in that chair, because I feel like it's like a hot seat, right?
Yeah, it is. It was exciting. I feel like the first time when I watched it on TV, I was like, I could never be a captain, but now that I'm a captain, it was so much fun.
Yeah?
Like being able to just to see what's on the, you know, who's still out there, what you want for your team, what your team identity is going to be. I had so much fun.
Yeah. There was a bit of banter. I feel like the difference for me between this week and last week was that you guys know each other so much better. You're all friends, and you can really kind of like steal players from each other. There was a whole lot of that. That was really cool.
Yeah, it is. And again, like we're on week 2, but we've really been playing together longer than that. So we know the players that we kind of had an eye on for a little bit. So it's cool to kind of be that GM person and just make my own little squad. I've never had that experience before, so that was cool.
Yeah, cool. Well, it was so fun to watch, and I hope you got the dream team. I'm sure you guys are going to crush it this week. So we'll see you guys.
Team Blue, make sure y'all watch out.
You heard it. Team Blue's coming. Thanks, Izzy.
Thank you.
Halftime here in Las Vegas, and a good look at what Team Brown has done thus far. They hold the overall lead, 44-37. They've also earned 100 points for taking both of the first 2 quarters. So we'll be aiming for the clean sweep when we come back here in the second half. But now let's check in with the Key Cam. Taj Cole had a great first half. Key caught up with her beforehand.
It's been good. It's been fun. I've been learning a lot.
2, 1. Hello, everyone. We are in the paint with Taj Cole, one of our most favorite players, and for good reason. We're going to take a couple shots, ask a couple questions. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Alrighty. What is your favorite WNBA team?
The Connecticut Suns.
Teeter up for that one. What's one thing you never leave home without?
Mamba, my dog.
Oh, he's the cutest. What is the best food in Spain? You played 1 season overseas there.
Paella.
Delicious. You're making me hungry. How many degrees do you have, and what was your favorite class?
2 degrees in communication studies and leadership studies, and probably interpersonal communications.
Brainiac, not just an athlete. If you had to join any other Athletes Unlimited league, would it be softball, lacrosse, or volleyball?
Softball.
Oh, you're doing me dirty. If you could be any animal, what would it be?
A koala.
Oh, cute and comfortable. How do you spend the most time, who do you spend the most time with off court?
Everybody. I'm the one that's always trying to get everybody together.
I can see that. Friends with everyone. Love it. Friendship first and foremost here at Athletes Unlimited. Thanks for hanging out with us, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
A great first half for Taj Cole, and fun to hear a little bit more about her journey. We're here at the half, looking live at the Las Vegas Strip here. Brown over Russell. We're back with more. Old school Vegas here, Fremont Street, the original scene when coming to Sin City as we welcome you back inside Athletes Unlimited. Cheryl Sloops, Greg Meskel here with you, and as we look back at that first half, well, you'd understand if we're calling this the Taj Cole Show, the way she's played so far.
Absolutely. Tosh Cole has been amazing the first half, but so has Tiana Hawkins. I got to just put that out there because she's a perfect 5 for 5 from the floor, and I love when they make me look good.
Someone did mention Hawkins early on, if you recall.
I did.
Yeah.
But Tiana Hawkins has been a part of pretty much every offensive play the first half. Right here, nice handoff action with Tosh Cole, Tiana Hawkins. Tosh Cole recognizes the defense doesn't see her. Nice, easy layup. This play, Tiana Hawkins catches the ball down low, notices a double team is coming. She sees Imani Stafford at the 3. Stafford says, I'm not going to shoot it. I know who to get the ball to. Tosh Cole for a 3. On this play, you have to know where the inbounder is at all times. Tosh Cole has her back turned to the inbounder. Kelsey Mitchell, of all people, know where she is. Inbound to Mercedes Russell. She gives it back to her for a nice, wide open 3. And Mimi Jackson. What can't she do? What she can do is definitely shoot 3s. Kelsey Mitchell knows that. Finds Mimi Jackson for 3.
Team Russell, 6 of 11 from downtown. They'll need more of that. Third quarter on the way. Tonight's game is presented by Aspiration. 44-37 the score as we get set for the start of the second half. Let's take a look at some numbers here. 3-pointers, well, Cheryl, that's how Team Russell worked their way back into this one, but Team Brown has shown their ability to hit as well.
Absolutely, and that's probably the one stat that really stands out to me is the 3-point field goal percentage. 4 for 15 for Team Brown. You have to find the hot hand, and right now that hot hand belongs to none other than Tiana Hawkins.
And keep in mind, Lexi Brown, the captain of this team, she has now surged ahead of Natasha Cloud, who we'll see in our second matchup tonight for the overall points lead. It is a fluctuating scoreboard depending on who has done what most recently, and so you can bet Cloud will be coming out ready to reassert herself in game 2.
Well, you can bet Cloud is very well aware of what Lexi Brown has done and continues to do, and she will come out to defend or retake that top spot.
Look at the hustle from Imani McGee Stafford. Steps out for the steal, then diving for another steal, and then draws the foul and nods her head like, that's exactly what I did do, hustling all over the court.
And you know, you love to see any of your players hustling and getting on the floor, but especially when you see your big girl hustling, saving the ball, diving on the floor. You love to see that from your post players.
Well, for all that, perhaps they've changed it, and now a call against Imani McGee Stafford, and I think the Team Brown bench is in disbelief. We may see a captain's challenge here. You can challenge out of bounds and fouls. So we'll see if that's what they decide to do. It looked as if Imani McGee Stafford was bumped on her second attempt to get that basketball. You can see her talking to the official.
You know, I love players because sometimes as players, even when we know we're wrong, we're not going to admit it.
So second look here.
So did Imani step out of bounds?
I think she kept her feet in play, and I guess they saw enough replays there that the Team Orange, or rather the Team Brown group in orange, decided not to challenge that play. Good hustle nonetheless from McGee Stafford. I think her foot was in bounds, so she went after that basketball. Yeah,
okay.
The crew here telling us she was in play. But defense, in her mind, and talking to her earlier today, that's where she wants to make her mark here in Athletes Unlimited. She joked around earlier and said, no one's asked me to ever get 20. My job is defense here, and I can show up with that every day.
And how many players do you hear that from?
Not
players
many.
Who said, no, I'll give you 20, but I don't really want to defend. Oh.
Now back to live action. Mitchell back to what she does best, hitting from the outside.
Sweet.
Kelsey Mitchell, she has had some big nights so far in Athletes Unlimited. 27 points, 17 points, 14 points. Some of the efforts she's put forward so far
And
for the
she
Indiana
has
Fever
got,
standout.
Sorry about that. She has gotten rid of the mask.
So again, Cheryl, I'm not trying to gash you up here, but you have been very on the mark with a couple of things, and you called the mask. It could be a problem. It's gone.
Greg, you can gas me up all night.
That shot is short. The run out, Hawkins able to hit on the dish from Cole.
Great body control. Get out, run the floor, call for the ball. Great body control, great finish. And Nikki Green comes down and does the same thing on Imani McGee-Stafford.
Nikki Green answering with a chance for her own three-point play. And this is Taj Cole. You love this from a point guard, eyes up.
Absolutely, and if you're playing with Taj Cole or Lexi Brown, in transition, you better get out, run the floor, and make sure you know where the ball is at all times because they are going to find you.
And you know, it's funny, and so far through 2 weeks, we've deservedly talked about the connection between Cloud and Carrington. We'll see them later on, but you really have to look at the way Cole and Hawkins are grooving right now.
And the fact that they didn't play together last week. You could kind of see that with Cloud and Carrington, right? They played together last week. Lexi Brown, Taj Cole played together last week. But Hawkins and Cole, to your point, Greg, they have done a really nice job of starting to play really well with each other, knowing where each other wants the ball, and you can't ask for more than that.
And as we mentioned, Taj Cole, she's being tended to right now by the training staff. They're having a look at that right leg as Lexi Brown knocks down the jumper. On this end, more long-range action. Mimi Jackson is back to it.
Look at the arc she gets on that shot.
Played professionally in a few spots, including Puerto Rico, and has brought her long-range talents to Las Vegas. McGee-Stafford, difficult off the window, just a little too strong. 48-45, the lead for Brown.
And Nikki Green is strong. She gets on the block defensively. It's not easy for Imani McGee to move her off that block.
Yeah, Green, good size, 6'4". Since Mimi Jackson was looking for another triple. Can hit. Here's Carson, relatively quiet so far tonight, and she's bumped, trying to move past Mitchell. Just look at Cole. She's trying to stretch out that leg as we turn back to Team Russell action.
You know, and Kelsey Mitchell is another player that you have to know where she is at all times because she's going to find you in half-court offense transition. That play, you saw she did a nice job of knowing where Mimi Jackson was and said, that's my shooter.
And Mimi Jackson living up to the reputation. 12 points, 4 of 6 from downtown so far tonight. Into Carson, a foul. Taj Cole back off of the training table, so we'll see how soon she's able to return. (48-45), Team Brown, the first of 2 tonight from Athletes Unlimited Arena. Here's Brown. Everything but the finish. Carson out of nowhere to gather that rebound.
That's
Shot clock
just
to 10.
athleticism.
Simple as that. And now to finish it off. Carson can't get it to go. Hawkins battling inside.
Tiana Hawkins. But you know what? Offensively, even if she's not involved in the play, if it's not a set where she's involved in the play, she is going to assert herself, as you saw in that last play, crashing the offensive boards.
Mercedes Russell coming right back on a good dive to the goal to make it a 3-point game. Here's Custer, and we'll see an offensive foul. In essence, Carson disagrees, but in the meantime, we'll go to the Key Cam now up in the stands. Key.
Hey guys, I have here Becca One Taylor's whole family. You guys just flew in from Pittsburgh, is that right?
Yeah.
And you're her cousin.
Yeah.
And you play basketball. What's it like being here and being able to watch her live and in action?
It's unreal because I've never seen her play like basketball competitively before, so it's really cool.
Yeah. And what is it like sort of seeing this level of basketball? I mean, do you aspire to play at this level one day?
Yeah, it would be nice because it's just really cool.
Yeah.
Especially to see your cousin playing, and it would be cool to play as well.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it would be lots of fun.
Well, maybe one day we'll see you out there. We'll save a spot for you. I don't know, how old are you right now?
12.
12, okay. So maybe we got a couple of years for you to practice, watch some tape, do some scouting, but we're going to come back to you in maybe 7 years. We'll have a tryout spot for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, thanks so much for being on. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Key. Mark it down 7 years from now. In the meantime, a challenge. Let's check in with Tommy.
Hi guys, we got our first challenge of today. We got Team Brown wants to challenge an offensive foul called on Essence Brown. The play is going to be under review.
All right, and I think
Essence Carson.
There
I'm
we
sorry.
go. Yeah, all good, Tommy. Thank you for that. And so that is the challenge as we take a second look and see at the top of your screen there, Cheryl. That's what Carson is challenging. She's called for the charge, and I think maybe she's looking for perhaps a flop or something else. She feels just maybe a clean pick was set.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a nice offensive set that they were running. She goes down. She's the first person setting that double screen for Lexi Brown coming off. I didn't see the foul.
So a reminder, captain's challenges. Each captain gets one in the first 38 minutes of the game. Then you get another in the final 2 minutes if you need it. And it's only for 2 specific things: fouls and out-of-bounds plays. Let's check back in with Tommy Maurer. Tommy, what do you have?
After review, the play is going to stand as an offensive foul on Essence Carson. She doesn't get, when she screens a player from behind like that, she has to give her a little time and distance to turn, and she doesn't allow that to happen. Offensive foul is going to stay.
So the call stands. Thank you, Tommy. And good additional explanation. And with that, a timeout is lost as a result of the lost challenge. So you take a closer look here, explaining the things you can challenge. And I kind of like this, right? It doesn't get too far afield. There's just a couple of things that you can challenge, talking about personal fouls or out-of-bounds plays. And you understand why you use it now, because you're going to get another one in the last 2 minutes, or if this game goes to overtime. And Carson was adamant she did not commit a foul.
Well, and I love the fact that you can have your captain's challenges, because sometimes that could be the matter of whether you win a game or lose a game if the call actually goes your way. And Tommy never gave me that call when I played.
We'll have to review the old tape and what Tommy did or didn't do as there's a drive. Yeah, Tommy shaking his head down to the scorer's table. That's a good layup drive for Antoinette Bannister. Limited playing time, but getting a chance here in the second half. Bannister out of East Carolina, a Jacksonville, Florida native. As Tosh Cole is back, we saw her in the training table, back in the mix, and back to Hawkins. Hawkins looking for a call, nothing there. And now Team Russell down just 1, looking to battle back again. Harris right down Main Street, can't get it to go. A scrum for it, and Team Russell can't hang on.
I would like to see Rebecca Harris get a little bit more playing time, because I thought she gave them a really good lift in the game on Wednesday night.
Yeah, Rebecca Harris, 13 points, 5 rebounds in that loss to Team Clad, as we see Bannister getting an opportunity. Just 8 minutes in all of week 1, so you know she's thrilled to get more of a chance here today.
Which is another good thing about switching teams in Athletes Unlimited.
Hawkins, nothing changing about her game.
And you know, I know we're talking about, and I've talked a lot about what she brings, but the other thing I love is that she plays at her own pace. She doesn't allow the defense to speed her up. When she's ready for the shot, she's taking the shot. If she's not ready, she's passing the ball and doing something different.
Carson, all day in the corner, loads it up and knocks it down. Essence Carson, the veteran, good from deep.
And she even hesitated. It was like she looked at Mimi Jackson and said, "You're not gonna guard me?"
It was another one of those times where it's like, I'm this wide open?
Right.
Okay, I'll shoot it.
Okay.
Battle down low, and a foul's called. Nikki Green working in close. She'll have free throws. We'll have a timeout on the way. So once again, it's Team Brown asserting themselves, looking to pull away and take their 3rd straight quarter. They continue to do the job from long range. Gianna Hawkins, she was hot from deep on Wednesday, making it rain once again.
It is 4 for Team Mitchell. Make it 7.
I'm passionate about the game of basketball, so sometimes it may come off a little different, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, they're going to say, well, that team and that captain, they play hard. So that's the idea.
And we told you Kelsey Mitchell flat out loves basketball. She was playing in her dad's men's league as a 12-year-old. So she has been in this game for a long time, and a legend at Ohio State, now doing the job for the Fever. And it's been a big add here to Athletes Unlimited.
Well, and that's where the passion comes from, you know, playing with her dad when she was a kid. And I think that's a story of a lot of female basketball players growing up playing with their dad or their brothers. But to Kelsey Mitchell's point when she said, you know, it may come off a little differently, but it's all about the passion I have, and I just want to win.
Here's a look at the most represented colleges here in Athletes Unlimited. How about James Madison? Shout out to the Dukes. I don't think people thought they'd see them on this list. St. Joe's, too, Natasha Cloud.
There's probably
Hawk
some
Hill.
that aren't on that list that people would expect to be on that list.
There's no doubt. You don't see a program like UConn there. No knock on the Huskies, but an excellent showing for these other schools and all they've brought to women's professional basketball. We have a kick, as Green trying to cut off Carson. McGee Stafford will return. We'll see Colson come back in.
McGee Stafford has checked in for Team Brown.
So more than halfway through this third quarter. It's a 55-50 lead for Team Brown in the orange. They are trailing the quarter score by 2, 13-11 at Team Russell. So again, 50 points at stake. Hawkins ties it and then some. The end one, so she gives her team a 7-point lead. She ties the overall quarter score. They can try and push her squad ahead a little further.
I mean, great positioning. It doesn't matter that, first of all, Sydney Colson's on her, so that's already a mismatch. Help sides coming over, Nikki Green coming over, Mimi Jackson trying to help, excuse me. Tiana Hawkins did a great job of just catching that, knowing where she was at the basket, and won.
Hawkins headed to the Washington Mystics, just recently signing on and adding to her numbers here. Now a 58-50 lead for Team Brown. Colson wheeling, dealing, can't get it to go, and Hawkins there for the rebound. Check out some of the tweets. Is Air Hearn the coolest name? It is very cool. We'll leave others to judge as Carson draws the foul, and that gets the bench on their feet.
That was on Team Russell's number 33, Internet Canister. First personal, fourth team foul.
Oh, nice little hezzy. No, big girl. Nice dime, Essence Carson.
Essence Carson. Talk about so many of these athletes, and they're the legends of this and legends of that. She's a Rutgers legend through and through, out of Paterson, New Jersey. And we'll look to knock down a couple of free throws here. First one, good to go. Fans, don't forget, join us here at Athletes Unlimited Arena in Las Vegas. Don't miss your chance to see all the action live and in person. Limited tickets are still available at auprosports.com/tickets. Make your way out to Vegas and watch some fantastic women's basketball. Carson hit the first, a little check with the scorer's table. We found a Team Brown fan here on social media. They are crushing it right now. Carson looking to add as getting a peek there from the key cam right under the basket. And a 10-point advantage now. So Team Brown with their biggest edge in this one. Colson, excellent fake, medium range jump. Doesn't get it to go. Russell the follow, she'll draw a foul. Taj Cole in protest.
Mercedes Russell turns and looks at Cole like, yeah, you got my arm.
Let's get a second look at Russell. Yeah, there it is, right on the right hand of Russell.
Ooh. Ooh. But the hand is part of the ball.
Yeah. That's what Taj Cole was thinking.
I digress. Ooh, okay. But you know the ref is going to make that call because Mercedes Russell is a big girl and Taj Cole is a little girl. I call him big girl and little girl. And they're like, there's no way you could possibly take that ball away from her.
So some of your
it must be a
guard
foul.
bias coming out here? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. At least you're honest about it.
You know, I try to rep for everybody, but I am a guard at the end of the day.
One of the best to ever do it. Good look. Jumpers there, and the foul for Becca Juan Taylor. The family coming in from Pittsburgh, liking that.
And I believe it was it her niece that says she's never seen her play live?
Who Key has signed to a contract 7 years from now, I believe.
Yes. Well, how about that? For the first time that you've seen your aunt play live, she gets an and one just for you.
And she'll go to the line now, and Key hit on it. Becca Juan Taylor out of Richmond, excellent basketball player, and one of those rare dual sport athletes. Might have been better at soccer, was so good at both. Conference Player of the Year, and can't get that to go, but the bucket is good for 2, and it stays a 10-point game as we near the 3:30 mark in this third quarter.
Yeah, and I apologize. It's actually her cousin, not her niece. And also, she is a new mom as well, Becca Juan Taylor. So just doing some incredible things. Kudos to her for dual sport athlete, a new mom, and she's out here getting it done with Athletes Unlimited.
Carson tries to turn the corner, has it taken away. Excellent defense from Rebecca Harris. Team Russell on the move. Harris calls her own number and draws the foul, and Rebecca Harris will head to the line. You mentioned Juan Taylor, one of many moms here in Athletes Unlimited. And you throw around the family atmosphere, but it quite literally is that with new moms here in the league.
Now, you know, you hear the conversation in the WNBA and several other leagues, but just from my presence and me being around Athletes Unlimited and these athletes, I've seen them come to shoot around, I've seen them come to practices, I've seen them come to games with babies in tow. And the fact that Athletes Unlimited is very welcoming in saying, bring your children, bring your baby, we want you, we have room for you, and they help the athletes take care of their kids. That's top notch.
Such a wonderful thing about this league, and the way it does welcome the complete package when it talks about offering a spot for an athlete here.
Offensive foul called on Team Browns, number 21, Tiana Hawkins.
That's an offensive foul, goes against Tiana Hawkins. And so the ball back to Team Russell, they're chipping away. Well, you want all of the new Athletes Unlimited hoops gear? I was checking out the store earlier. Be sure to check out all of Athletes Unlimited merchandise, including brand new player name and number tees. So for instance, Cheryl might get a Hawkins t-shirt. Go to shop.auprosports.com and purchase yours today.
I want a tee, but I can't just get one, because then also another player and say, well, why are you wearing hers and not wearing mine?
So you're
I gotta
signing
get
up for 44 t-shirts. That's fair.
Only if I can get that Athletes Unlimited discount.
We'll talk to someone about that as Russell goes to the hoop, draws the foul. She will go to the line. And this is another classic Athletes Unlimited game, right? You think 1 minute, okay, Team Brown up 10, gonna start to pull away. Not so fast. Team Russell now coming back into this.
This is exactly what we saw Wednesday's game, we saw it last week, and we're gonna see it again here. I love the fact that Mercedes Russell has decided to get more involved by getting on the block, being physical on the block, and demanding the basketball instead of playing around the high post area. That's where she's most dangerous, is on the low block.
And we were talking a little bit about that on the way over to the arena today. When you have teams that are trying to mesh and gel together, what's one thing you can always rely on? Pour it inside.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's an easy, even if you can't run a play, you tell your big girl to go post up, get position, you move the ball, you work it in, and you get the ball inside.
And it's working right now for Mercedes Russell. It is a 4-point basketball game. What a run here. A 12-3 run from Team Russell, and now a turnover. Here comes Russell, good look, Green finishing. It's a one-possession game, 62-60 now as Team Russell almost all the way back.
Or you get a turnover on the other end, you push it in transition, you find Nikki Green running the lane and finish.
8-0 run, part of a larger 14-3 run. Team Russell not done just yet. Carson draws a double. Good swing, Hawkins loaded up. Not this time. As we fall under 2 minutes to play in the third. Team Russell a chance to tie or take the lead. Looking for Russell, not there. Pull up jump, all good. Mimi Jackson reliable and ties this at 62.
I love how Mimi Jackson never stopped moving on that offensive possession.
Well, as Team Russell has focused on Mercedes Russell, Team Brown countering that as Cole races to the hoop and lays it in. It's forced Team Russell to go elsewhere. Mimi Jackson stepping up, but now Team Brown and Taj Cole back ahead. Seesaw battle here to close out the third. Bannister turns the corner and shuffles the feet, tried to put on the brakes and feed Green, but Hawkins wasn't biting.
Well, and I wish Bannister would have just kept her dribble alive a little bit more until she knew exactly what she was going to do with the ball. And coaches will tell you at all times, never pick the ball up until you're ready to either shoot it or pass it.
Meanwhile, Team Russell in great shape, not only maybe to tie this game once again, but to win this quarter. They're 5 points ahead in the third quarter tally after losing the first 2 quarters. Brown off a pick. That rattling three doesn't drop in, and we're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Team Russell once again trying to come all the way back. Here's Jackson. Works to Harris, pull-up jumper. Not there, and Hawkins, who has tied her season high with 21 points, has the rebound. "20 seconds left here, about an 11-second differential shot in game clock. Good follow, McGee Stafford. Right place, right time, cashes in, and some breathing room for Team Brown in front, 66-62. Shot clock is off. Final 10 seconds here of the third quarter. Harris turns the corner. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds left. They gotta go. 2 seconds left. Russell doesn't realize it, and that will allow the clock to expire. Now, I can only imagine Russell looked at the bench there, Cheryl, and I think she wanted to confirm they'd win the overall point total in this quarter and not allow Brown to toss a long-range three.
Absolutely.
So they take the quarter 25-20. Interesting strategy. Allegiant Stadium ready for the Pro Bowl. We're back with the fourth here.
Yes. Let's go, let's go. You got Becca, you got Becca. And one! Say, they're doing the same thing, Taj. The pass, Jeff.
The captain, Lexi Brown, mic'd up and doing a little bit of everything in this one. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and trying to give her squad their second straight win here in Week 2 play. So end of the third quarter, Mercedes Russell has the ball, decides not to take a three, kind of doing some of the calculations here. A, she knows she wanted to win that quarter for her team. They do get the 50 points. And then B, maybe she's thinking, to your point, she's not really a three-point shooter. She could lose points.
Absolutely. Listen, I wouldn't have shot it if I was Mercedes Russell and say, I'm not shooting this three because if I miss it, it's going to be a minus 10 points for me. No, I wouldn't do it.
Essence Carson, no such concern. Minus 10 for her as she misses from the three-point line there. As we are underway here in the fourth, Harris losing control, getting it back. Dangerous pass, but Green steps through and draws a foul.
Foul is on Team Brown's number 34.
So Green to the line, and in addition to all the players here, great facilitators for each of these teams. And for Team Brown, the facilitator, Pokey Chapman, headed back to the WNBA with the Seattle Storm, back in the W for the first time in 2.5 years. Great story this week, Cheryl, in The Athletic by Dorothy Gentry, talking about everyone's excitement about Pokey getting back into the W. And she'll go back as an assistant, even though she's been a head coach. She had a great quote there about taking on that assistant role. She said, I'm going to get better too. Sometimes people forget. They think the old heads can't get better. I'm ready to get in there.
Listen, I've always had nothing but love and respect for Pokey Chapman. Everything she's meant to the game, continues to do for the game, being a facilitator here with Athletes Unlimited. And I thought that hire by Noelle Quinn to hire Pokey Chapman was one of the best hires in the WNBA ever. Pokey's knowledge, she's been around for a while, and Noelle's a young coach who's getting into it. She's learning, she's growing. Perfect combination. And I agree, old heads can continue to learn and grow.
Good stuff. And
I love me some pokey.
keep in mind the facilitator here, right, not a coach, can offer some of those coach-like things, but it really is on the captains to decide what happens.
And I think it depends on who the captain is, what team it is, because some facilitators are more involved with practices, with shoot-arounds, game day decisions, and I know for a fact, in speaking with Lexi Brown earlier today before the game, you know, she was just saying how tough it is. Like, it's a challenge to be a player and a coach. So coaches out there will appreciate that players actually understand the challenge you have of balance, trying to get players in, giving them playing time. So I'm sure Lexi gave Pokey Chatton a little bit more leeway as her facilitator.
And on the court now, Lexi Brown doing the job there, only to see Kelsey Mitchell come right back and bring Team Russell to within one. No three-pointer here, wave off that attempt. We have a whistle. And speaking of facilitators, perfect timing. Let's go to the key cam with Key.
What's up, guys? I'm down here with Danielle Viglione. I want to say Viglione. The Italian in me is coming out. You're with Team Gold this week. What's it been like working with Natasha? What's behind the scenes? Give us a little scoop.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. I'm learning from her. I'm learning from every single player out here. Everybody has their own opinion and their own way of looking at the game, and she's definitely defensive-minded, which is awesome. And she's just an amazing person, an amazing captain, amazing teammate, amazing boss.
I mean, yeah, a boss. And do you guys sort of, I know you see eye to eye like you said, but how much do you take on as a captain, or sorry, as a coach, and how much are you sort of stepping back and just letting her take the reins?
Oh, she takes the reins. She's great at that. It depends on, you know, who you have and what you want to do. And I try to just prepare and help her out in any way that I can. I just ask her, what do you need?
Yeah, and that's the perfect way to do it, because I've spoken to facilitators before, and with volleyball was the same thing. There's a fine line between wanting to get in and say everything you have to say, and also just kind of like knowing when to back off, because the coach in you wants to like run the show, I'm sure.
Knowing when to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Well, have you been enjoying it? Just the whole experience, living in the hotel, getting to know all the players?
No, this is way better than I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
I had no idea coming into this, and this experience for me is just one of the best.
Awesome. Well, we're so happy to have you here, and I'll let you focus on the game now, because we got a big one coming up.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Great, thanks, Key, and more action to follow. Second look here. This was challenged moments ago. The foul against Antoinette Bannister. The call would stand. Team Russell loses the challenge, and with it a timeout. Keep in mind, they'll get a challenge again under 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. And Mercedes Russell takes it away. Savvy move there, trying to draw the foul. Referee's not buying, Cheryl.
I'm nodding my head because I thought that was the correct call. Mercedes Russell, she felt Custer running up behind her, but decided she was going to, she didn't just stop. She actually moved over into the lane where Custer was running. Great call.
Changing lanes without signaling, it's a violation anywhere you go.
Yep.
It's back to Team Brown now. That'll be a backcourt violation, so Hawkins, a rare mistake for Tiana Hawkins, giving that one back, and Team Russell will take control, trailing by 1.
So you know on free throws, when there's a foul call and somebody shoots a free throw and they miss, they always say ball don't lie.
Yes.
So on that turnover, we said ball don't lie?
I think that's what Russell was thinking.
Okay.
She felt vindicated. It's
they
back
did
with
get
her
it
squad.
right
7:30 to go. Harris right to the hoop, gets rid of the defender, can't finish, but this might pay off. Mitchell, that's off the side rim, and a big swipe from Rebecca Harris. The foul against Carson, who had interior position.
Russell is number 15, Rebecca Harris, her second personal.
Changes now. So we'll see Mimi Jackson and Sid Colson return for Team Russell. There's a good look at our overall points total. So it was Team Brown taking the first 100 points. Russell coming back for 50, and don't forget there are more points to be had here Quarter points and win points.
So, I mean, a triple ball screen for Taj Cole, bringing the ball down offensively.
Custer pure from the outside. Every time Team Russell's so close to taking that lead, Team Brown finds a way to create a little bit of a gap. As you see our leaderboard on the left side of your screen, constantly changing. Points accumulating not just for those quarter results, but also every action on the basketball court. Made shots, missed shots, turnovers. Here's Russell. Timer to 5. Good look.
Pretty.
Excellent. Green down low.
Yeah, you can't have Essence Carson defend Mercedes Russell and they not take advantage of that. Nice find by Russell, was patient, found Nikki Green down low. I love when it's a post-to-post pass.
Custer right back for 3.
Okay, Jessica.
Texas native pretty much rewrote the record book at Rice and steps up to knock down a big 3 here. Russell can't answer. 73-69, Team Brown, 6 minutes to play. Taj Cole on the move. Runs into trouble. A swarm of purple. They're able to hang on.
Nice cut.
You get the sense here, defensive intensity is picking up a bit. Down low, Hawkins took the bump and won.
Tiana Hawkins, she just reads the defense so well as understand her teammates. Sometimes she'll set a ball screen and she'll pop. Sometimes she sets a ball screen and she rolls, as she did it on this possession, and is able to draw the foul on Nikki Green and won.
I think Green had thought she got away with that one, as you see a look at her offensive abilities, because that call came in just a hair late there on the bump, but it'll be Hawkins to the line looking for the 3-point play. You see the cause she's playing for, the K Out Cancer Fund, all these athletes playing for so many important causes, all part of the Athletes Unlimited experience. 76-69. Again, what was once a 1-point game. Now Team Brown back in front. Harris losing her footing, but a foul on Lexi Brown.
And Lexi did not like that call much.
See, she kind of ran away from the action.
I mean, great defense, moving her feet. Yeah, I think Harris may have just tripped herself.
Perhaps more ball don't lie. That jumper's off the mark as Brown controls. Tried to pull the chair there, and Harris went down on the last possession. Great look here to Custer. Thought twice about it.
Oh, good trap.
Excellent trap in the corner. Custer, the safety valve. Carson, good swing. Brown. Shot clock to 7, and off the glass. It's there for Lexi Brown.
I love how Lexi Brown threw the ball out in front of her a little bit, which allowed her to beat the defense and get to the hole a lot quicker.
Team Russell trying to answer from deep. Not there for Mimi Jackson. Under 5 to play. Cole wide open. All net for Taj Cole. And that will lead to a timeout called for Team Russell. 80-69. Team Brown again asserting themselves. And when in doubt, Cheryl, you turn to the captain.
I mean, Lexi Brown does it all. We know that. Nice shot, fake. No, Nikki Green, I'm gonna go to the hole and finish. Lexi Brown for 2.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball on FS2 is sponsored by Aspiration.
Las Vegas, Nevada, our home here for Athletes Unlimited Basketball. Now, if there wasn't enough at stake in our next game, we have a little friendly wager here between Natasha Cloud and Isabel Harrison. Charlotte, you've heard of the jersey swap. That's more of a friendly picture moment. This is a legit bet. Cloud and Harrison, winner has to take a picture with the other's jersey, and that's coming up next.
I can't wait. And I love how Izzy was like, yeah, I've been waiting for AU Pro Sports to get a little spicy. And those two are captains, and those two are very competitive. So I cannot wait for that one.
Taping it up, getting ready. That'll follow here on FS2. We're excited for that matchup, but this one not just done. We got 4:34 to play. A double team. Good kick out all day for Colson. That's good.
I think Harris thought maybe it was coming to her, but Russell put a little heat on that pass. So she was like, no, maybe that's to somebody else. Nice, fine, good shot by Colson.
8 points now for Colson. Here's Brown, thought about answering. Instead, finds Custer. Hits it this time in close.
You know the players that are coming in, Hawkins, Brown, Cole, what they're going to bring to the game. It's so nice when you get a player like Jessica Custer who gets playing time. She gets some minutes, and she makes the most of those minutes. She's been a huge lift for Team Brown second half.
Mitchell would not be denied. Battling in close, finishing with the layup, and then looks to be a warning as she knocked the basketball away. Team Brown hoping for something more, but not the case. And a little talk picking up here.
Well, they're bringing their own spice.
They're all very friendly. It's a very warm atmosphere, but they are competitors here. We're getting down to the end. Nearing that 3:30 mark. Is there one final push for Team Russell? Carson. Showing off the handle. Carson around Russell. The scoop gets it to go.
I can't. Finger roll.
Carson channeling Penny Hardaway earlier this week. Maybe a little George Gervin there on her way to the bucket. Take it even back further.
Man, the ice, man.
Hawkins thought about a three. Unselfish, finds Cole.
Good D.
Excellent
Good D.
stop there. Not giving up baseline. That's Rebecca Harris. More Colson. Three ball on the way. They need it. They got it. 84-77. Colson, another triple. Her third in this one.
You might want to find Sydney Colson in transition. You know, and Team Russell, they're, fortunately, unfortunately, they're used to being in this position where they have to come from being behind.
Colson to Mitchell. She can shoot the three. Sets her feet. That's a problem. Ooh, back rim. He'll get her own rebound. Mitchell trying to draw the foul, and they'll call a travel. So Kelsey Mitchell working inside was trying to draw contact. They call the travel, and the rally for Team Russell halted for a moment. Carson has the other answer. The scoop is there. And welcome back. Three-pointers a big part of this battle between Team Brown and Team Russell. And anytime a three goes in, it's a good thing all around, because for every three-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is planting 10 trees. Heading into the week, 850 trees have been committed to being planted this season, thanks to Aspiration's support. And Cheryl, if Team Russell's going to get back into this, might see a few more trees go in the ground.
It's going to happen. And I mean, you're talking about 10 trees for 1 3. After 5 weeks of Athletes Unlimited basketball, and Lexi Brown said it best. She said, we're going to build a forest. And I think it might end up being 2 or 3 forests.
Kelsey Mitchell joining us now with Team Brown down 84-77. Kelsey, how's Team Russell going to try and battle back here with just 2:11 to go?
It's going to be really focused on the DN right now. For us, it's been our Achilles heel for about 2 games now. People not in help, as you just saw. On top of the fact that, we don't pressure the ball enough. So that's the only way we're going to win games here in Athletes Unlimited.
Okay, so I got to ask the question. You got rid of the mask.
Yeah, it's over. Swoops is over for that.
Like, what's the biggest challenge having to play in a mask?
It's a lot of pressure on my face. And depending on, if you're familiar with how I play, I'm familiar, you're familiar with the game in general. You'll go. You just know how the pressure come on your face when you make a play. So it just comes with the territory. It just kind of lots of problems.
Well, you're absolutely right. I know I'm very familiar with your game, and I love your game. And also, USA Basketball is going to love your game as well. Good luck we're going to miss you here, but just wanted to say best wishes and good luck to you at USA Basketball Tryouts.
Thank you, Go. We appreciate you. The talk that you had with us at the beginning of this was amazing. We are grateful for you, and you paved the way for us to be here, so we appreciate you.
And Kelsey Mitchell, safe travels and good luck with Team USA this weekend.
Thank you, big time. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Team Russell trailing by 9. We sound like a broken record, but they were close so many times. They haven't led in this game since 33-30 back in the second quarter, but there were many moments where it was a 1-point game, and Team Brown just keeps finding a way to rebuild that cushion.
And that's where the competitiveness comes in. You know, Team Russell is saying, we're going to fight to the end, we're going to get back in the game, and Team Brown is saying, no, it's not going to be that easy.
We'll get a whistle on this end with less than 90 seconds to play. Team Brown in good position here to secure the victory. It'd be their second straight this week. They defeated Team Harrison on Wednesday night. Of course, back to action tomorrow.
So I know I probably sound like a broken record, but I've always enjoyed Tiana Hawkins' game in the WNBA, and Coach Tebow, by re-signing her, you're getting an amazing player, as if he didn't already know that. But being able to watch her play here these past 2 weeks, I've been very impressed with just how smart she is in the game. So she understands matchups, where her advantages are. She comes away from the block. If it's a bigger player on her, small guard, she just has the entire package.
Well, your praise for Hawkins, it is legit tonight. She has just established the highest point total in the league this year. 33 points tonight for Tiana Hawkins.
Maybe she heard me up here talking about her.
Highly likely.
Let me just show you what I can really do. Just a smart player, great team player. It's not selfish basketball. She just understands the game.
Taj Cole will head to the free throw line with less than a minute to play as Sid Colson will head out. Overall points update in this fourth quarter alone. Team Brown right now holding the edge 25-20. So they're looking to take 3 out of 4 quarters and the game. That's a big haul.
Well, it's a big haul for the team, but then it's also a big haul for each individual player. When you start talking about points and looking at the leaderboard, every quarter that you win, every player is going to get those points, and those points will add up.
50 for a quarter and then 100 for a game as Sid Colson fouls out. Fans, it's time to earn points for watching tonight's broadcast. Speaking of points, take out your phone, enter the code on the screen into your Athletes Unlimited app to earn points. Check the leaderboard standings, unlock rewards, compete against your fellow fans, and more. Download the app in the Google Play or Apple App Store now. One out of play, a little miscommunication there as Jackson trying to connect with Bannister.
I know there's still 44 seconds, and you know it's a, help me out, Greg, what's that, an 11-point lead?
The math checks out, Cheryl, yes.
Thank you. But I just have to say, if Tiana Hawkins isn't an easy #1 MVP today, I don't know what else to say.
On cue, Hawkins loses the defender, puts it home, 35 points for Hawkins, and she has got to be in that MVP conversation. Harris with a triple. This is going to come too little, too late.
Not just in the conversation. She has to be that #1 MVP.
I'm just saying we don't actually control it ourselves, so just leaving some ambiguity there to see what the fans decide. Here's Hawkins. No letting up. Tiana Hawkins hitting another.
Y'all are gonna hear
38 points.
Y'all have to hear me sing for a second. This girl is on fire. Okay.
And that'll put a bow on this one. Tiana Hawkins on fire indeed. Finishes it off with 38 points. Team Brown takes the quarter. They take the game. They pile up the points. Hawkins with a tremendous effort. All part of a heck of a run here for the Lexi Brown squad. And we are just getting started. We've got Athletes Unlimited, the gap coming up, but then we've got more AU Hoops action to follow with Team Harrison taking on Team Cloud. Hawkins, a final thought.
Well, I sang a little bit, but I won't sing anymore. I just thought Team Brown overall, they wanted a little bit more. They found a way, and Tiana Hawkins did it all.
38 points, 3 3-balls, 8 rebounds. What are you thinking about our next contest on the way?
Well, who's wearing the jersey? Team Cloud or Team Harrison? I'm so excited about this matchup, this battle. Talked to Courtney Williams earlier in the hotel, and she said to me, I am going to tear it up tonight. So we shall see.
The fans liking what they're seeing. We're just getting rolling here. More to come tonight at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. But for Cheryl Swoops, Key Michael, our entire Athletes Unlimited crew, this is Greg Meskel saying so long, where it's a huge victory for Team Brown, 98-85. More action coming up at 9:30 Eastern. We'll see you soon on FS2.